All righty, and we are live. Boudreaux and Eunice here. How y'all are this evening, tonight? How's my I want to say. Jeremy Schwab, how you doing? Oh, let's see. I gotta take care of one or three things here. We gotta kill that. Gotta go and get my chat popped out. Well, and we're going to go live tonight on the Boo Luket side of the deal. Put that on the live chat and bada boom, bada bang. All right, text guy 790. What's going on, mon ami? How you doing, brother? Well, we got an update on Hurricane Ida. Boy, I tell you what, it's not good. It's not good for our friends over in southeast Louisiana. We dodged a bullet Sunday. We dodged a bullet in south central, southwest Louisiana. I want to say southwest Louisiana. South central Louisiana got a lot of it, but southeast Louisiana caught holy heck. Yeah. So what's been going on, Tex guy? How you been? Zach Lane, what's going on, mon ami? How are you? Oh, I forgot to do something. I forgot to do something. Make sure I got this right. Nope, I don't have it right. Okay. I think I got it right. Hope I didn't send the wrong links out. Okay, yeah, I got that done right. All right, you good there? That'll work. I'm good. Tomorrow's my birthday, and I have donated a box I have as a present to myself. There you go, Zach. That's right. I hope you find a lot of silver in there, buddy. I hope you find a lot of silver. There's a few people doing half dollars on there. I've been lurking and watching and hearing about things. There's a lot of silver being found in the boxes lately. That's right. Amen, brother. You're right. So we have a guest with us already in here. He'll be back in a little bit. Waiting on a couple of folks. We're going to do a little update on Hurricane Ida, and we're going to do some small engine talk, maybe some tool talk. We're going to see who comes in. Miss Maria Cervantes, how you doing? Not getting a very good signal, but I wanted to come in and say hi. Well, thank you, Miss Maria. Yeah, I tell you what, it depends on what internet you have. Uh, and I think all of that's due to the storm, the hurricane. Uh, One of the main hubs for Spectrum is in New Orleans, Slidell area. Uh, I got my internet back Monday at about almost 5 o'clock. almost 5 o'clock, we got our internet back, and my daughter got her internet back in Walker, which was hit real bad, ground zero by the hurricane. It was today about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. My daughter got her internet back, and there's going to be a weak signal everywhere on internet systems because of the hurricane. Because one of them big main hubs, two of the main hubs got out. Silver Stacker had a box over a week ago that had 212 90% half dollars, 40% in one box. And the channel I got the box for was the ones we got that haul. Whoa, go ahead, Zach. All right. That works. Well, that's a good thing for you right there. That's a good thing for you. Yeah. I hope you find a bunch. Just let me know. Send me an email or something like that, or I'll look for Zach Lane on there, and we'll see. So I got somebody backstage over here. He's a small engine repair tool guy with an accent, kind of like I got, but a little more southern accent than I got. So we're going to see who else shows up here in a little bit. So,
Hi there,
Juan
Ken.
Glass, how you doing, mon ami?
I'm doing fine, and you, brother?
Well, hey, I'm north of the grass.
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me. I think this is what time? My first time with you, or
I
second?
think it's the second or third time you we had the privilege of having you up. So,
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure for me for you to having me here.
well, thank you.
Of
I'm waiting
course.
on a couple of other guys up in here. Maybe Steve's Small Engine Saloon drop in. We were talking about small engines before on Brandon.
Yes.
BS Small Engine. A lot of people say BSS Small Engine. Yeah, they might need a little glasses or something. So anyway, because I mean, my glasses, even without my glasses, these are cheater readers. These just to read the fine print on the side. It's BS Small Engine, and it doesn't stand for Briggs and Stratton. It stands for Bull Butter. No, it doesn't. It has to do with his name and something else. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be up here in a little bit, or pop up in the chat at least.
Oh, hi, Missy. A
Yeah,
pleasure to have me here. I think there's a little echo. Oh no, it's fine there.
I don't hear no echo.
I think was something uh, internet related. Hi to Zach,
It might
to the
be no,
test
it's not
guy.
on your end because you have headphones on. So uh, there's really no way you can echo on my side because you have headphones, unless you
Oh,
got a very sensitive mic.
let me see.
You
See,
know,
I'm hearing something on the mic. Let me check here.
on top of your keyboard, you see the plus minus almost in the direct middle of the keyboard.
I
Like
have
in
a
the
Mac.
minus a little bit.
I have a Mac. I don't know if it's the same.
Oh, you got Mac. Oh, man. Yeah, Apple.
Yeah,
Apple.
the
Yeah,
college, the appropriate college computer.
yeah, yeah. Right.
Well, for my time when I was studying, not right now.
Hey, you know the thing about Apple, Mac, Apple, iPhones, and all that. When you send somebody a super chat, like Brandon, where we was just on,
Uh
or on
huh.
my other channel, Cajun Coin Hunter, uh, if somebody super chats me, donates, uh, they have a Apple fee, and super, yeah. If you donate super chat to somebody, that little 30% or baseline 30% without the taxes and fees and all, then you have a Apple fee. Yeah, that's another 5% they take away from the channel host. I'm not monetized. I don't have super chat on this. Uh, but what I do have, I've got Cash App and PayPal. So if anybody wants to do a super chat, well, guess what? They can just do it directly, and they don't take 50% out
Yeah,
for the YouTube side.
and on PayPal, if you like send it not to a business like family and friends,
Yeah,
they
friends and
will charge.
family, there's no charge, and
Yes.
on Cash App, there's no charge also.
Oh,
But
good to know.
PayPal, friends and family, there's no charge. And but if you do it friends and family, it's only 3%. You know, which that's not a lot.
Yeah, that's
That's not
good.
much. 3%. I would rather have 4%, 5% taken out than 45% taken out for the super chat.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let me do something fast here. Let me check on. I'm gonna mute myself because I'm having some audio things or difficulty. Let me unplug the headphone and plug it right up and
Oh,
see what
okay.
happens.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he's one of those. No, he's not rich, Jeremy. He's not rich, believe me. He's got a pair of $10 jumper cables.
Me rich? No.
No.
Oh, I hear you better
Some
now.
people some people think that Apple's the best. Believe me, it's not.
No.
Y'all go to Lewis Rossman. Okay, Lewis Rossman. He works on Apple computers, iMacs and Air Max, whatever you call them things. And uh, he works on them. He can't stand them, but he works on them. Yeah, you know.
No,
He
he
says they're a
has.
piece of crap, and that's what brings his business in.
No, he has done very good for the community. Do you hear me well?
Yeah, I hear you real good.
That's good. Uh, the thing is, I went to Apple because I studied at the university on 20, 2010, I think. Uh, and the best option by that time was a Mac. But also, there is very important that something that you can be appear to be rich that I'm not. And also, this cost me $10 is to be a good administrator and know when to buy and when not to buy.
Yeah, well, you gotta watch your money. You know,
Yes,
you know.
very
Jeremy Schwab
careful.
says I'm an Android guy. Oh yeah, me too, Jeremy.
No,
My phone, my cell phone, Android.
yeah,
I have a HP laptop, which is Windows 10.
let me
You
check.
know, Mac, iMac, uh, Apple computers. They can kiss my foot. They won't get a dime from me. No.
Well, not for the dime. It's just that sadly, the person who was in charge of Apple, who was the brains, pass out. Uh, he went away. How would you say it in English like that? He passed away. Yeah, and the people who are now in charge, they're like doing the same thing over and over. I bought it for college reasons because by that time Microsoft was not offering the tools that I needed to study, because sadly now you're going to study and they pretend that you are rich. And I bought this computer, but I have it for almost 10 years. So I treat my things well. That's a good place to start, and take it with care. Thank you, Missy. Thank you so much. Uh, and also, very important thing, when my cell phone is not working, my iPhone, because Mac were going to do an update. And because I had the iPhone 5, they just offered the update for 1 week or 2 weeks. I lost it, the time frame, they updated the system. So if I could manage to have done that, my cell phone will be not working as intended because the newer software update my cell phone will not be able to handle it. So I did what Cajun did. I bought myself an Android cell phone. It's very controversial because it's the Huawei that they kick off of the US, but it has been a good phone to me. And now uh, I'm no way spending the crazy money. If there's a good phone for $100, I will buy it. If you can
Yeah,
do YouTube, Facebook, text message, live streams with your family, yeah, that
ZTE. Can you see that ZTE right there?
yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, ZTE. All right. We bought that for $40 6 years ago.
Hmm.
It's an Android phone. $40 6 years ago. It works. It dials. Uh, I don't have any apps on it. Can't get apps on it because it's already full of apps when you get it. Certain kind of apps. Like Google Maps or whatever, which that doesn't even come up. So that's it. You know, it makes a phone call. I can. Uh, I have YouTube. That was
Yes.
installed on it. Uh, I could get on YouTube and catch this live chat right now. I could
Uh-huh.
join in the panel if I wanted to, but it would scream like crazy. Unless I would take myself out here and I can get on that one, like to show everybody what's going outside for a hurricane.
Yes.
So, and Jeremy Schwab said, I went to college a hard knock. My education was beat into me. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
that's
some
right.
little modification. Do you hear me well now on the audio on my end?
I don't hear no echo or nothing. You sound good.
Yeah, it just the cam mic option, they were for some reason a cool
A little
no,
reverb type deal
yeah,
or
and
whatever. I
and
bet
I
you if I would put my earphones in, it would go away. What do you think? Oh,
well
well, there's a train echo.
well yeah, but the echo was hearing on my end, and now I'm fine. If you want to put your headphones, if you feel
Oh,
comfortable, do it. But
so you don't have no echo right now.
no, because I
Oh,
it was an
okay.
option that says, "Do you cancel the echo?" And I'm like, "Yeah, right."
Oh, yeah, your little echo cancellation button in there.
It was on
Yeah,
default.
yeah.
I don't know why, but now
Okay.
I'm hearing you well, and if you hear me well, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Uh, well, the thing is, buy a phone for what you need. Don't pay more if you don't need or you are not going to use it. Let's say my
Okay.
cell
Let's
phone
see.
does everything that I need. Your cell phone does everything you need. There's no need to spend
Not
more.
quite. My cell phone doesn't do not quite what I need it to do. But I dial the phone, I talk to somebody. That's all I need because it's a phone.
Yeah,
I don't want to use it as a computer.
me either. Me either. So I went to college of hard knocks. My education was beat into me. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that means he had hands-on training, and he had a mentor that showed him what to do, how to do it, and do it the right way.
That's cool to know, Jeremy. Buluket? Oh, that's you. Macy? Oh,
Yeah,
we're
your
fine.
beautiful wife Missy is in the house.
Of course she's beautiful. I say
And
hello.
she's a very good cook too.
I know from I see.
Yeah,
I said that once that your cooking sucks. It was a joke, but I have seen what your wife does. And, oh,
yeah. Oh, you were talking to you were telling Mater that his cooking sucks, not me. You're telling Mater that, not me.
well, did you heard on the well? If I do, can I make a reference from other channel?
Yeah,
It's
from the
okay
Three
with
Stooges with Ed the Old Tech guy.
that I said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We saw Mater's spaghetti.
No, but
Oh,
but do you know what I said? That I said I will eat it for a snap on toolbox.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then it were like, yeah, but I decide what to buy. I don't trust Ed. Ed will get a tiny box and put snap on and hand it to me.
yeah. Oh, there's Miss Anna. I'm crazy. How you doing tonight, Miss Anna?
Oh,
Thank you for showing up. Supporting the channel. Thank you very much.
yes, Luis Roma, Mac. Oh yeah, just for you guys to know, you don't need a Mac anymore.
You
Microsoft
know,
has done
I'm
well.
I'm a little worried about since Anna came in there. It made me think about something. Because I'm on my Bootluket channel. Made me think
Hmm.
about some friends of mine down by Floribama, the Florida Alabama line. We call that the Floribama line. When they have the
Hmm.
mullet toss every year, a big festival. Uh, uh, the name of their channel is, uh, oh man, I should have said it before I said the story. Pudding Tang, Pudding Tang, Pudding Tang,
Okay.
and they hear all the time, But I'm kind of worried about them right now. Uh, since that hurricane passed. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
they didn't get a lot of it like my daughter did,
yeah.
and my buddy Matt 83. I don't know if you know Matt 83 one, but a lot of people in the coin community are very
Mm.
familiar with Matt 83.
Oh,
His house is tore up from the floor up. He lives down in Houma area, right
that's sad
there,
to hear.
the worst part of the storm.
Well,
And our daughter's house, uh, is, uh, you heard it earlier, I think. A big tree fell on the house,
that's sad.
and yeah, and that was a huge tree. Uh, I showed the picture of it from Facebook.
Yeah,
I
sure.
showed the picture of it, and yeah, and that was her bedroom and master bathroom right there. And I mean, her trailer's tore up. Her house is tore up. She lives in a mobile home.
Question for you, Cajun. Do unassociated with the insurance, will the insurance take care of that?
Yeah, yeah. But I'm pretty sure while the repairs are being done, she rents her house. So
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that
that would affect her.
the landlord is gonna have to wait for the insurance money, or maybe not. But they got to take that the tree that fell on the house. I think it was the neighbor's tree. So we don't know how that
Oh,
insurance is going to work. Two insurance companies has to work together.
yeah,
So I'm pretty sure she's going to get one of those camper trailers.
yeah, but there will
Uh,
be jumping hoops. Hope
uh,
we, hope in the name of the Lord that doesn't happen, or
so
they take care of your
yeah, okay. I
of
heard
your
I heard
daughter.
what you said.
What she said.
Missy said that it was a tree in her yard, not the
Okay.
neighbor's yard. So But I'm pretty sure FEMA's going to give her one of them camper trailers for her. You know, my granddaughter, her, and her old man. So yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's good.
if they do, then she has the option to buy it when everything's all said and done. She has the option to buy that camper trailer for $100. So she'll have, and once it's in her name, she'll have a little asset. You know, she'll have some collateral for something. She can move that trailer anywhere she wants to. She can go down, like on Bayou Catawba, set that up on the bayou, have a little camp set up right on the bayou, and fish, whatever. You know,
That sounds good.
or give it to her good old dad.
Why not?
Yeah, and then I'll set it up, add to it. You know, I'll add to it, and we'll have a little camp to go to all the
Oh, that's nice. And to forget about this thing, man, it's important to relax.
Yeah,
And
that's right. Yeah, on the weekends, everybody on the weekend, people around here that have camps, they go over there, they spend a relaxing weekend at the camp, not worry about uh, nothing. They go fish, boat riding, uh, all have friends over, cook out, you know, on the boat dock or whatever. Boom.
man, you're making me want to move there.
Oh,
What
it's
you
nice
say?
down here. Well, hey, like in Tennessee, y'all don't have like little small houses or camper trailers on the rivers in Tennessee, and you just go there for the weekend and fish and boat ride and stuff.
Well, I have seen it, but it's more with the part they do it most is very far from me. It's like 3 or 4 hours, and I don't know if
Oh,
they
okay.
camp. Uh, Also, but this is on Tennessee, but it's not close to me. It's in Gallenberg,
Hmm.
and they have like camp houses, like that you will see like in movies on Christmas time, if you know what I
Hmm.
mean, with the chimney, all very pleasant. But I know that it's not cheap. But we're planning to do it because they say it's beautiful on Christmas time,
Right.
and on that part, I think is on the north of Nashville. The scenery is pleasant. There are bears that they are used to people, like in North Carolina, that bears are like more like animals, domestic animals. They see you and they say hi, or they see you and they walk
Oh
off
yeah, and
very
they come
fine.
around you and they want the barbecue. You eat and you feed them and all that. That's why the bears come around. Yeah, and it's
Oh,
not a good thing, really. Yeah,
if you do a barbecue, you better feed them.
yeah, yeah. You better have an extra 4 or 5 chickens for the bears. You know,
Yeah,
throw in the
you
barbecue and they'll go away saying, "Bye, thank you for the chicken, thank you for the foulette."
you don't want a
Yeah,
dispute with a bear.
yeah. Oh,
Uh,
we have black bears down in Louisiana too, and that's actually the name of them, the Louisiana black bear.
oh, oh,
And yeah, they out in the marshes down here along the coast and stuff. And well, probably not right now. You know, maybe that hurricane kind of upset them a little bit. But
maybe.
yeah,
Do they? You feed them when you see them?
no, 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 no. That's North Louisiana.
Okay.
I haven't seen a Louisiana bear in South Louisiana for a while because of a couple of hurricanes that passed through. I don't know if
Yeah.
they survived or not, or if the Louisiana black bear is still on the coastline or not. Probably so. I have no idea.
Or go to an unexpected hibernation for the raining and
Yeah, but
hurricanes.
they no they don't go into hibernation down here. It doesn't get cold down here. So.
Yeah. When I'm
Hey Hector, what's up, mon ami?
Oh, Héctor, hi,
Uh,
saludos, mi amigo.
Let me redo it, Hector. And it was probably a YouTube link,
He needs an upgrade.
or it was a. Oh, it might have been a StreamYard link from Brandon.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm gonna have to check.
yeah.
All right,
Also,
try that, mi amigo.
Cajun, I have to say this. I saw and I'm seeing right now Mater's live on.
Mater's no, he's not live right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, yeah, he still is, but yeah, but he's not on it. Yeah, I
He's
know
not.
what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. The snorer, the guy that snores.
How you call? Do you guys use Vicks? Is for throat? He will need that tomorrow.
37, 37. Let's see. Gotta check this. Brian and Brandon.
Cajun, when you're able, I would like to hear more of the story of the Cajuns. I did some light research, and it seems like your Cajuns are descended from French that stayed in Louisiana. That's interesting too. I would like to hear the story, if possible.
The story about the Cajuns?
Yeah, or a little introduction, a know-how.
Oh, okay. Well, uh, the the original Cajuns,
Hmm.
French people, came from an area in France, not far from the coast, coastal French people. It was called Poitou, Poitou, France. And
So
so
they
it was
were not.
farmers, they were coastal people and
Yeah.
farmers, and that was the original French people that went over to Nova Scotia to form a colony, to occupy uh, that area. And because Nova Scotia and Maine is closer to that area by boat ride than like Florida. Actually, Florida is was like too far away uh, for them. So what they did when they went to Nova Scotia and they went into Canada, therefore Quebec, uh, Laval,
They migrated.
Montreal, all that. Yeah, when and so when the English exiled the French from Nova Scotia, and all they didn't get all of it. They had a bunch of people inland, way inside of Canada. They didn't exile all of us, and then they brought us down here to Louisiana.
When you
Not
say
to
brought down, what
brought
were the
down on
conditions?
ships. Brought down on ships. The
What?
English ran over Nova Scotia. You know, uh, before it was the United States. This was way before
Oh,
the
ye-
Revolutionary War.
so you guys migrated by ship, but by your
They
own will, or you were
no
forced?
no we were forced exile, and that's
Uh,
what they called a grand voyage.
and what were the conditions that you were forced?
Uh, it was, I think I want to say it was summer or fall, and by the time the ships got down, the ships had to go inland, and some of the French people were sold as slaves
That's what I thought so.
over there, and then they went around Florida. They were deposited really almost all over the place, and they dropped them off in French Louisiana at the time.
I'm
So
very
that's
so.
how the Cajuns uh, got down here in Louisiana. Okay, so just imagine somebody saying the word Acadian, okay? Because we had formed that area up there in Nova Scotia called Acadia, Acadia. So we were Acadian, right?
Okay.
Well, down here, we only spoke French, and the Cajun word came way after that. It was like a derelict of Acadian, like Indian and Injun. Okay, you got an Indian, and then some of the Western people called them Injun instead of Indian, Injun. So yeah, Acadians turned to Cajun
Eh,
like that.
But I'm missing the part of Indian that you were mixed. Seven
No,
ten.
no, 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 no. Like Indian. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the word Indian. Okay,
Yes.
then the word engine. You know, the engines are coming. Not a motor engine. You know,
Yeah.
but Indian. So the older people just said the engines are coming. You see that in a lot of Western movies. The engine. So Acadians were Cajun.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
now I
the
get it.
D turned to a J.
You know what is interesting about the story, Cajun? It's almost the same as Puerto Rico
Okay.
because this history, if do I talk a little bit about our history?
You can if you want to, but I just heard you say a word just now, and some Spanish people, Puerto Ricans or Cubans or what have you, uh, you said Jew instead of you. You said, "Do you want to hear me?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's like you adding a J in front of the Y. Do you
Okay.
want to? Yeah. Like Judah man. Okay. Well, say you.
You.
Okay. Well, you didn't say that earlier. You was
Well,
like,
I have to say something about my. I learned English by myself.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. But that's the same because we were still talking French down here, and that's how it went from Acadian to Acadian.
Yeah, but I have to say this for you. You may know another Puerto Rican, and
You may
you.
know. You see, you did it. You did it. You may know. It's it's not quite the accent that Sanford and Son with Julio. You know, he was a
Yeah.
Puerto Rican, but his family was from New York. So anyway, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
710, hello, how you doing, mon ami? Hector's interest in coin. What's up, mon ami, mi amigo? How are y'all all doing today?
I'm doing
Very
good.
good.
Good. You want to do this? No, you know something else, Juan?
Tell me.
Sometimes Spanish-speaking people will use words, and they call it Spanglish in California.
Yes.
Porque, like right now, I said like because. That's as a matter of fact, sometimes I do not understand other people clearly enough when they speak, Argentinian Spanish or Chilean, Paraguayan,
Yeah.
Castilian.
Cuban. Sometimes I can't pick it up. I have to really pay close attention because the accent is so different
Yes.
and pronounced so differently that, like I know I had a student from Cuba that said that their omnibus for us, it's all, camiones, all large transportation, they
Hmm.
call them guaguas.
Yes. We
I
call
never,
it guaguas too.
yeah, I never knew that. And we just say camiones, or we say
Furgon.
no, we say omnibuses.
Furgon, they call it the Spanish from Spain. They say
Mm.
furgon. We call it guagua, the Puerto Ricans. But for the Venezuelans, don't say guagua because it means a kid. And if you say, "Oh, I took a Wawa on a trip," let's say, they will think that you took a kid.
Well,
They
well,
just-
I just found out. Well, I've known for a while that in my family, indigenous people are Tarasco. My mom is Tarasca, and my dad is Tarasco, and it's a tribe in Mexico. But the actual, and I have to, and I can't pronounce it, but I wrote it down, and my people's real name. It's in chat. Purepechans.
yeah, there's a lot
What do
of
you pick on?
misinformation about Spanish people, and you have went deep because in our case, when you hear someone whose last name is Rivera, have you heard that last name?
Oh yeah.
Any of you? That's an Aboriginal name.
Actually, I did a research on our last name, and almost every name is regional according to the family. Because sometimes they would take the town's um,
Name
name,
of the tribe.
Like Tuscala, whatever, or Valencia, because that's a large part of my family's name is Valencia, and that came from Valencia, Spain.
Yeah, and yeah, from Spain because if you were from a castle, like my last name, I have two last name people, so Latino has two names and two last names. But
Well,
that's
I found out my last name means of strong many men.
yeah, it also has a meaning because you have hectares and it comes from Latin, so it will have a deep meaning. My name means
Ecto
like
came from Greek.
yeah, because it's a Latin name. It's a lot. But for example, my last name is Prats, but it was because probably my ancestor had a castle in Spain, and the castle name was Prats, and that was to know where you were from, or what family, or what castle. And Rivera, I think my ancestor went to Puerto Rico, and he was selling the cigars that Cajun is smoking. How you call that? It's not a typical cigar, tobacco company. And when he mixed, let's say my father, what my first name from my mother is Rivera, and in Ponce there was a lot of tribes at the south of Puerto Rico. So, and also in Ponce they had a base for ships to come, and every people from Europe went to Ponce. So we have African, we have Spanish, we have Native, and we have more uh, European genetics. So when I saw you, that's why I asked, like, are you speak Spanish? Because you look like a Spanish person physically.
And if you saw my brothers and sisters, they look more European.
Yeah. And also people, the way I look, because I'm the fifth generation of a Spanish direct, people say, are you from here? Or are you French? Or are you Italian? and and the other part also is like I learned English by myself, and when I arrived here, people were like, where are you from? Because my approach to English was watching TV and reading the closed captions, and I saw a pattern and that I learned. So not many people get that I'm Puerto Rican. So from all the people that I have met, only one guessed it because he was a Puerto Rican too.
Well,
Okay,
that's how I learned.
Jeremy Schwab made a comment. He said, I had a good friend from Cuba. Uh, he had a hard time speaking with Mexicans from Mexico. That Mexicans have too much Indian language mixed in. Which that I'm gonna agree with that
Yeah,
comment right there because the native, uh, before the Spaniards even uh, got to Mexico or South America, you know, the Incas and all that, that were native people. The Aztecs, the Mayans,
Yeah, and they spoke
and that
Nahuatl.
that were the native
Cajun, you know your stuff, man. I'm
Indians.
surprised.
They were the
Hmm.
indigenous people there before the Spaniards arrived. So when the Spaniards arrived, that's how a lot of the Mexicans, they married into the local people that were already in Mexico. A lot of people believe that the Spaniards went to Mexico and then populated the area. No, there were people there before the Spaniards arrived, and
And
they
I
intermelded with them. And it was their native language that kind of gave the Mexican language a little spin-off. You know?
Oh, Cajun, I have to disagree a little bit on that.
Okay,
And the reason why I say that is because in my family we speak Castilian Spanish.
Castilian. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. That was
and the
the
Spanish.
ruler of Mexico at that time, Castile.
Well, it depends because they also had an emperor Maximilian that was French, and
Yeah,
they also
correct, correct.
had
Yeah.
a large Irish contingency
Mhm.
that came from the United States when the U.S. Army invaded Mexico, and a lot of the U.S. Army people that were in the ranks quit and joined Mexican forces. So there's a lot of
Yes.
mixture, but
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the most part, people who speak three languages like Nahuatl or Tarasco or any language that's indigenous to the area, it's difficult to learn all three languages and keep it in proper um,
Mhm.
sequence. When you say the right grammatically correct.
Uh-huh.
And shoot, my grandfather, as soon as I said something wrong, he corrected me right away. Boom, no se dice eso, se hace esta cosa cada modo. And asina and all those slang words, they were cut out. Asina is not a very proper word, but my wife's family from Texas use that word a lot. They use the word troca, which is, you know, really bad. Bad. It's almost like English speaking in England and then speaking Boston or New York English.
Right.
What you're saying happened to many cultural
Oh yeah,
that
Dialects.
yeah, but to resume the Puerto Rican history, if you know the American history in Puerto Rico happened the same, but the difference was that everyone mixed in. Plus, in America, people arrived with their families and they were like, "We are already established. You there? You here? We are from our part. Don't come near us if you're not from our place." But I know that I'm talking about when United States started to get populated by Europeans, and you see, I am the southern Tennessee, and people have the look more European, but they have the hospitality that us Puerto Rican have, and I noticed that Cajun has. And our history for the Puerto Ricans is very similar to Cajuns. So that's what I think that when I speaking to Cajun, I see a lot of resemblance. And that could be a reason also that why you mix so well with Ed Cajun.
Well, the
Because
French on the way down to Florida, the French were deposited from the Grand Voyage, the big exile. They were deposited down in the around Cuba, uh, Puerto Rico area,
yeah,
Jamaica. Uh, in fact, the Haiti, Dominican Republic, that's their native language is French in
yes,
Haiti. But it's a different French than we got because they uh, intermingled two languages down there, with just like down here in southeast Louisiana, they have the Houma Indian, uh, and they had native Indians in Louisiana, and then there's the French and Indian
Oh,
language that make, because we have a lot of some Indian, not in my area, but in southeast Louisiana, uh, the French is mixed up with the English Indian language, also native
no,
Indian.
I wanted to add something from you, Cajun, that many Mexicans say like, "Oh yeah, I'm Mexican and I'm also native." And sorry, but if you're Mexican, you have probably native blood in you. And the one
Probably
thing,
so, yeah.
yeah, and the I'm saying this, but it is genetic, so I'm not doing in a offensive manner.
Right,
But
right, right.
but one thing that they did on history, I don't know how much the history of Mexico, but what happened is when they wanted to conquest, they gave the native alcohol because when they have something in their genetics, that when they drink alcohol, they go blank, like the result, and many Mexican has that effect.
As a matter of fact, pulque was native to the Aztecs, Mayan, the Toltec, the Mixtecs.
Mhm.
That was given to the Spaniards, and they never had tequila. They never had pulque. They never had what's the other one? There's one more.
Mescal,
There's a drink in between tequila and pulque. Pulque is a
mescal.
white, creamy. It's like wood grain alcohol. It's like hooch, homemade stuff that they make off the yucca plant. It's like 150 proof. It can go blind. So the alcohol was there already. It was just that it was partitioned. And now that we're talking about a little bit about drink and food, I just went to have some Cajun food today, but I don't know how close this is. And I know, Boo, you're Cajun. You're an expert on Cajun. You don't consider Popeyes chicken Cajun food, right?
Well, okay.
I'm sorry, but
No,
it's like that's Taco Bell
no,
Mexican food.
No,
no. Okay, and when I was in Tucson, Arizona for those 2 years that I was working there, uh, they had a Popeyes there. And their rice dressing, which is, I think they call it dirty rice in a Popeyes restaurant. Uh, no, that Popeyes in Tucson was totally different than the ones we have here in Louisiana, because Popeyes fried chicken was started by a New Orleans guy, and he made it big. And Al Copeland is his name. He had Copeland restaurants, and he owns
wait, Cajun, what was
Popeyes, and
his
he
name?
sold that out. Al Copeland.
Oh, is there's a famous music compositor that has his name, but continue, please. I just
Okay,
was surprised.
so uh, that, I want to say that Popeyes, their fried chicken. Okay, fried chicken is a Southern thing. Red beans and rice is a New Orleans thing, Southern thing, South Louisiana. Uh, their rice dressing has nothing on Missy's rice dressing. Put it that way. You eat Missy's rice dressing, you're gonna spit every time you pass in front of a Popeyes restaurant. You're gonna spit on their window.
Cajun, why you always talk about your wife cooking? You making me hungry.
Making me hungry.
That's my job.
You always provoke.
710, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome.
Are you giving away the stuffed animal?
Heck no, Gizmo, stay.
Oh, that's Gizmo. No, he said Gizmo staying here.
Gizmo always stay.
That was one of my favorite movies.
Just
yeah.
just
One
a,
and two. I like both
Yeah.
of them.
just a little idea. 710, and I think many people can agree. You have a lot of personality. You gotta do something that resembles that, like a T-shirt or something. I know you're in the works, but I think that will be a hit. I like the mug. Sorry that I couldn't participate.
It's already a hit.
I have shirt.
710. You said that you work with kids, right?
I said what?
That you work with kids.
I work with kids.
No? Okay.
No,
Sorry.
no.
He's-
But I do help babysit my grandsons.
Oh, I get it.
He has kids. Yes. he
Yeah,
has.
I have kids. I have grandkids. But my daughter, she's in college, and while she's in college, I'll babysit the grandbaby.
How
I think
old
that's
are
what
you?
he meant.
How old are you?
41.
You a young grandpa.
Yes,
Yeah.
I started my family young. Yes,
I didn't become a grandpa.
I had my daughter at 20, and she had my grandson at 20.
Well, I was a
Um,
grandpa at 47.
I was a grandpa at 55.
I almost 30. I don't have a wife.
I was when I became a father the first time. I was 29 years old and 18 days because my daughter was born on the 18th of December and I was born in December, 12 days later. So I was almost 30 when she was born.
Guys, you know what a good thing about Hector? That you can only bring him one gift and you say Christmas and birthday.
That's not fun though. I can tell you, I've only had one birthday that I can remember.
I know.
It's all the same. Huh?
Yeah, well, because everybody spent their money on Christmas and they're getting ready to celebrate their New Year's, so jeez, there was nothing left.
Sorry, Hector.
It's okay.
No better pun.
I know somebody their birthday is on New Year.
That would probably be worse.
Yeah.
Nobody's awake and around.
She says it sucks because she get kind of skimped out on her birthday or get skipped out on Christmas or something. At least she gets something for both of them though.
You know, in now I get more enjoyment out of my grandkids' birthdays than I do my own.
Oh, me too.
Oh man.
I have nephews, and I think the same. Last Christmas, my mother was like, "Do you want something? Do you want to cook something?" I was like, "No, give it to the kids first." Questioning what they want. I enjoy them more, seeing them happy.
Well, I tell you one thing. I'm old enough to be all your, except for Cajun. I can be old enough to be your fathers.
You're old man.
Isn't that a shame?
We still love you anyway.
Yeah, yes, sir. I do appreciate that. And the funny thing is, we're talking about culture. I grew up in an area that has people from Oklahoma, people from Kansas, people from Italy, Russia, Armenia, Turkey, Spain. I mean, where I grew up, I mean, I got in some areas. I got used to saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, no, ma'am. All that. Southern, or I should say, an education different than from my own. Because my grandparents grew up. My grandparents grew up in San Francisco, and my dad was born in Sugar Pine, California, which is right next door to Yosemite. My grandfather was a logger. He was a tree topper. So a lot of the people I met, that's why some of my students think, "Where were you born?" And I said, "I was born here in the Valley." And he said, "But your Spanish is good." I said, were you born in Mexico?" He said, "No, my dad used to say, when you speak a language, either English, Spanish, or Italian, you have to speak it in the proper, phonetic sound." Yeah. And I came across a lot of people from the South, a lot of people from the Midwest, and a lot of people that came from other countries. And then that's the way I grew up, with a bunch of people that even my family's all international.
Yeah.
I got an answer from I have one aunt that's Polish, one aunt that is Irish, and one aunt that is well, I'm really not sure because she's half and half, and I don't know what she identifies herself. But yeah, we're a Heinz 57 because my dad's brothers are all in the military, So they married different gals from different countries.
Hector, would you let me answer some of the comments?
Sure.
Jeremy, that you said that I'm the 1% that I like to buy. Let me check. To buy things that are expensive and rich people are made by slaves. That was not my intention. Uh, uh, Sadly, if you buy a phone, is made by slave. It's like difficult to escape that, and I am not proud of that by any means. You were joking, no problem. We're just here, and this is a discussion, and also the hospitality. Someone said that our American thing. Let me tell you, in Puerto Rico and South America, you feel the same thing. I think it's more a human thing, people raising the mountain and starting with zero. Uh, Life is a good teacher. And another thing, that all languages are similar, like different. I have my convictions on that because I'm a Christian and I believe that we came from the same parents. I think you guys know that. Uh, but obviously, you have the freedom to believe it or not. Also, that you have a friend for Cuba, uh, and Mexicans that have no, that questions
You don't
Cajun
went
already
back
answered.
30 minutes.
Do you want to say something? 710.
I said you don't went back 30 minutes.
Hmm?
I was looking at the chat myself.
Okay.
You'd went back a while.
Yeah. In Puerto Ricans, we like to eat a lot of rice with beans and meat. I'm trying to add the the healthy part, the salads, the onions, and going uh, try to make it healthier. So if not from you, Jeremy, I'm talking in general, and thanks for the comment. Thanks for your comment. Uh, I am not a cook. Like, I can represent my country by my cooking, but I'm not the person who cooks and you taste like Puerto Rico. I try to be as healthy as I can, and there's some food that Puerto Ricans eat, but they're not healthy, so I do not participate in that. And also piña colada with alcohol. I like piña colada, but I don't drink alcohol. But it's not bad to drink alcohol. It's just that a choice that I made for to be more healthy.
Well,
So
if Jesus Christ did it at Canaan for the wedding, making wine out of water, why
yeah,
not?
yeah, no, it's not prohibited by the Bible. It's just
No,
that
not a prohibition. It is prohibited by certain people's beliefs that it's.
Or made vodka out of sweet potatoes.
yeah,
Oh,
no,
hey, my dad used to make white lightning out of potatoes too.
but
Grandpa made it out of corn and rye.
but
Good stuff. The good stuff.
Hey, 710. I didn't know. See, we used to raise hogs, because we do carnitas and chitlins, and that's a better way of saying, if you understand how Mexicans cook a pig. But we used to do it in a pit. We used to do it in deep fry. We used to do it in a roast and a spit. All that. And I could not figure out why the pigs like this barley and oat mix with a little bit of sugar in it, molasses. We're getting them drunk.
All right.
I did not know that until one day I said, "Man, that smells like beer." Sure enough, it was the pigs eating that stuff up, and they loved the stuff. I mean, they really did.
They're your good friend. They loved you.
man,
Yeah.
watch what Cajun is doing. He's going to bring a super plate. Uh, yeah, Jeremy, you're right. What I'm trying to say is that I decided not based on my faith, but
Mhm.
it's not biblically what I'm saying is just that in my family there's a lot of addiction, and there's a correlation with genetics and addiction, and I try to stay away from any addiction. You can be addicted to alcohol and to other things.
Well, it's also
So
the purpose of it socially, because you can be socially responsible and you can be socially irresponsible.
yeah,
And to avoid the responsibility of it, I mean, I've been to parties where as soon as someone gets too slop, I leave because I know it's what's going to end up.
yeah, that happened to me, but I decided not to drink anymore because alcohol doesn't help. I have done research, but there's no research that I have seen that could be beneficial. But let's say in the future I have a cardiovascular problem. Yeah, I know that one is good. I will do it if it's for health wise. It's just that I choose like I try to lower my sugar intake because I'm waiting for the end of the week to eat a good cake. If you know what I mean.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When there's a pizza in front of me, and it's one of those pizzas, my favorite pizzas that's homemade in
Oh
town,
yeah.
oh my gosh, a beer does not go bad with it.
No, I know. I know what you're saying, and I did drink beer. It's just that I not decided to do it just to you know uh, not play with fire. But that's my decision. I'm not saying that the Bible says that. It's just my personal decision, not Bible based.
Oh
And
yeah.
to drink alcohol, I'm not against it. Also, obviously, it will make me uncomfortable, but that's something that I have to deal with it because the Bible doesn't say that it's bad. It's just a cultural thing that I was uh, had on my head, but that's a lie. You can drink alcohol; it's not against on the Bible, and and I believe also in free will. So,
Well,
so
that's the main doctrine in our in Catholicism. I'm a Catholic and went to Catholic school for 12 years. Even went to the seminary every summer to see if I was. I toyed with the idea of becoming a priest, and that was back when I was 14, 15. One of my friends became, well, actually, three of my classmates became priests.
oh,
Uh, yeah, and so when people knock on my door, Jehovah Witness, Baptist, Evangelical, whoever comes to my door, because I had theology every day for 12 years, and I'm pretty, I would say, able to discuss with people who come to my door and say, "Have you found Jesus?" And I said, "I didn't know he was lost."
Right.
I said, I always have him here. So yeah, I one time I went to the door, and Catholics have the crosses, right? But we have the man on the cross. Christians usually have just the cross. It's plain. We have this 4 foot cross that has the Jesus and the crucifixion. It shows the wounds. It shows the crown of thorns. And one day, I saw these people walking around my neighborhood, and not to make fun, but at the same time, I wanted to show them that I even have stickers on my door. It says, Catholic radio, and all that stuff, and they still knocked on my door. My wife hates it because I'll stand there and I'll talk to them for an hour or two on Sunday or Saturday, and they don't come to my door anymore, and I don't know why.
I know why. I know why.
Well,
Hey
it's
guys.
yeah.
Uh, I think my blood sugar just dropped a little bit. I don't
Okay.
know what it was, but I got potatoes in the oven. I'm doing crawfish, leftover crawfish, and I'm gonna do a potato, Cajun stuffed potato.
Yeah.
But I gotta let y'all go, guys. I gotta,
Okay.
you know,
Your health is first, Cajun.
Hey, if you guys want to, I'll start a stream and you guys can meet up over mine.
Yeah, for a little.
Yeah, for a
I
little
will
bit, you
be.
know. Yeah, I got things to do tomorrow, so I'm not gonna stay up too late.
Yeah, let me see. Did Cajun cancel the
The link?
stream?
No,
Because
not yet.
No, it's
uh,
No, he's still here.
yeah, we're still live. It's just that
he just
Cajun.
froze. I think he froze.
Yeah. So what do we do?
No, we can stay. No, we can stay here and
Wait for
use
him.
the stream. Yeah, no, we can stay here, use the stream. He's not part of it. That's all.
Oh, that what he said?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean, this is what we can continue doing
mhm.
because he won't see. He left. The stream is open because we still have all of it. And here he comes back.
There you go. He gonna shut it down. We'll hop over.